One of the biggest mistakes that I see new and even veteran coaches make is coming across as a jack of all trades. For example, they'll meet with someone while they're networking who highlights their need for sales training. And so what does the coach do? They respond, "Oh yeah, I can help with that." And then a friend will refer a prospect who has issues with staffing and systems. And of course, they can help with that too. It's even worse when the prospective clients ask what they can help with, often responding with just a fire hose of options, overwhelming the prospect and devaluing each hard-earned skill in the eyes of their listener. I call this the everyone coach. Now, the truth is, their lifetime of experience and exceptional talents have afforded them the ability to help with all these things. But the trouble is, without limiting their scope, they'll get to support very few and even less at the dollars that they deserve. Now, I know this sounds counterintuitive, but the secret to higher rates, more clients, and a far less stressful life as a coach is specializing. Now, Shelly's an excellent example of this. She loved business, she loved people. So having been taught to follow her passion, she took the chance and went out on her own as a consultant. She created a website, she posted on social media, she called her friends and past colleagues, she attended local networking events, but landing enough engagements to break even proved way more complicated than she imagined. She had to hustle, she had to grind big time. She needed the revenue so severely that she constantly found herself pushing prospects and trying to convince them that she could help no matter what their problem was, and then fighting on price again and again and again. Now, once she sold something, the stress climbed even higher because most engagements were one-off issues. She'd then have to spend all her spare time planning and writing the curriculum and not getting paid for any of it, mind you. When we met, she was exhausted. I mean, who wouldn't be? And she had even started looking at local job listings, wondering if she had to give up on her dream and go back to working for someone else. Now, on our very first call, I helped Shelly see that she didn't have to be everything to everyone. Instead, she needed to specialize. And I helped her to quickly discover where her heart and skills aligned and focus solely on that specialty. She went out and made a few minor changes to her conversations or social media posts and even a couple of sentences on her website. And honestly, it changed everything. Within just a few days, she'd landed the biggest engagement she ever had. It was a stunning success. She knocked it out of the park for the client, and they got a significant return on their investment, and she had a blast, and she got 3 referrals who hired her to help them with precisely the exact same problem. This was a major turning point for her business. Today, she's leading a thriving consultancy and has even had to hire to keep up with demand. Her clients love her and she loves what she does. She told me she has to pinch herself just to make sure she's not dreaming. Now, she's way less stressed. She's making more money than ever, and she's got more control over her schedule than ever. And now she gets to cherry pick the very best clients that she wants to work with. After as hard as those early days were, it all feels too good to be true, but it is true. She's going to be succeeding for a very long time, and you can enjoy that same success by becoming the ideal coach for your ideal clients. But it's not just enough to market and sell yourself. You've got to deliver the goods. And that's where many coaches, especially those who sell well, can trip up. It limits their effectiveness and can even cause them to slide into the doom loop all over again. But don't worry, in the next video, I'll show you how to completely avoid this problem altogether and make more money while working less hours.